Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have 3 articles here to read, maybe just the titles, and maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs regarding the United States, which in self-defense attacked some targets within the country of Syria in self-defense. Okay. After I'm going to read you just the titles of these 3 articles and maybe the 1 paragraph or 2, so put things in context. We're going to talk about rules so I can show you how garbage this is. The claim that United States attacks targets within a country, sovereign independent country, in self-defense in Syria. So let's start with this article. This is from CBS News. It's from today, the 8th of November 2023. All of them are from today. U.S. hits Iran-linked facility amid ongoing attacks on U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria. Now, the U.S. military tells us that it's Iran-linked facility. I don't know. Can I verify? No. So if they would have told us that it's Russian-linked facility, you couldn't verify that. So, first one, that's how they frame certain things. The second one, ongoing attacks on U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria. What are they doing over there? May I ask? We're going to talk about that later. Let's go to the second article. U.S. launches airstrike on site in Syria in response to attacks by Iranian-backed militias. Look at this guy, man. Look at that guy. This is in charge of our military. He's the Secretary of Defense. Not as a dog catcher. I would not hire this guy anyway. The U.S. launched an airstrike on a facility in eastern Syria used by Iranian-backed militias, they say, in retaliation. So as a response for what has been a growing number of attacks on bases housing U.S. troops in the region for the past several weeks, the Pentagon said. Wednesday's strike by 2 U.S. F-15 fighter jets was on the weapons storage facility linked to Iran's Revolutionary Guard. They say, I don't believe that. I don't believe that because these guys lied many times. No, I don't believe them. Remember weapons of mass destruction and those labs that were moving around Iraq all the time? Who gave us that information? The U.S. government. The president has no higher priority than the safety of the U.S. personnel. Remember, safety of where is the U.S. personnel located? They don't say. They say Syria and Iraq like they are in your neighborhood. And he directed today's actions to make clear that the United States will defend itself. It was attacked. We were attacked. Its personnel and its interest. All right. Okay, well, let's go and see this one right here. This is from Sputnik. U.S. fires self-defense strikes in Syria after a repeat attack against American troops. The U.S. carried out military strikes in Syria in response to repeated attacks against U.S. forces stationed in Iraq and Syria. It was announced late Wednesday. A release issued by the 2 F-15s against a weapons storage facility. So this is the same thing here. This precision self-defense strike, this is according to Sputnik, this precision self-defense strike in a response to a series of attacks against U.S. personnel in Syria, Iraq and Syria by Islamic Revolutionary Guard Quds Force affiliates, Pentagon chief, blah, blah, blah. The president has no higher priority, trala. Got that? All right. So, let's start with the beginning. This planet has agreed to have the United Nations. And as the ruling body, where countries solve issues, global issues. So if you have a problem with someone else, you go to United Nations, you notify that, they're going to take a vote. It's like it's in front of a judge. You expose your thing, and then they make a decision. And then whatever it's signed between countries, and what's determined between becomes international law, like law in your neighborhood, in your country. Now, who breaks that law is a violator of the law, right? Okay. Now, United States talks about freedom, democracy, sovereignty, right? The rule-based international order, right? All these things imply that we should follow the rules. Okay. Syria. Syria is an independent sovereign country. Agree? Agree. So is United States of America. So is Iraq, right? Okay. Why does United States, or do United States, have military bases, troops in Syria? All right. Why? You can have it under two circumstances. One, occupying, as an occupying force. You just barge in and you settle there and say, now attack me. And you stay over there and nobody attacks you because they're afraid of you. That's A. And B, if the legitimate government of that independent sovereign country asks you, hey, country US, can you come here and help us? Like Syria did to the Russians. Hey, Russia, can you help us? Yes, we're coming. Russia, can you leave? Yes, we can leave. Now, United States qualifies in the answer number A. Right, number one, A. Why? They just landed in Syria to help with the ISIS and never left. Never left. Because it's still an ongoing problem, a civil war in the country, sovereign country. So, those troops are illegally stationed there. They should not be there. Now let me give you, if you say, well, we're there to blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me give you an example or an analogy. You, the ones that disagree with what I said. You sit nicely in front of the TV and someone kicks the door in and comes and say, you know what, that's my bedroom. I'm going to be over there with the master bedroom, with a bathroom, with everything. Where's the refrigerator? My TV, give me your remote control. Back, back, back. You look at this guy, and this guy is bigger than you, tougher than you. You're afraid to punch him. He moved in. Now, how do you call that? Trespassing? How do you call it? Is he in your house legally? No, he's not. He barged in. For whatever reason, he lives far away from here. Or let's say you have an argument with your brother in your house, and he comes in and says, hey guys, don't argue. And he's never leaving, sitting over there. Let's say he intervened because the argument between you two somehow will affect him, 15,000 miles away. Really? My interests are in your house. Remember, protect my interest in Syria. So this stranger has interest in your house and he gets in, as I said. And then you, or I don't know, your son or someone else kicks this guy in the shin. Kicks him. And this guy comes and punches you in the face, telling you that I am defending myself and my interest and my troops in your house because your toddler hit me. Do you understand how weasel-like this situation is? Remember, Syria is an independent country, sovereign country, as is Israel, as is Ukraine. Triple standard here or just double standard? So this is what the Americans did. Their plan, not their plan, their order, because the Americans are not planning here. Someone else is behind them, kicking them in the ass all the time to go and take care of Iran. That's the whole goal here. Someone said, well, Syria as well. I don't think Syria as well, because in Syria they will provoke direct reaction of the Russians. So they will in Iran as well. So I'm guessing two of them. But I think Iran is the one because Syria cannot beat Israel. But Iran, it's a different problem. You got that? Yes, you do. All right, my friends. So here it is. We, because we are so small and we try to help all the time, got again attacked by some weak idiots. And we have to obviously defend ourselves. Now, question. Do we have the right of self-defense and they don't? Or only whomever we designate as having the right of self-defense has the right of self-defense and everybody else no? And only the ones that we designate as having interests are allowed to have interests, national interests, security interests, and the rest no. So we are the ones that have the cards, and we give you the cards, which cards we want, because somehow we are in charge of the planet. Remember the United Nations that I spoke before? It doesn't say that China or United States or France is in charge. So someone obviously is abusing the law, the international law. Who is that? Yeah, Israel has the right of self-defense. So does United States of America. So does Ukraine. So does Russia, China, and North Korea, and Iran, and Syria. No? Why? Because the same guy who deals the cards, Al Capone, he gives you the cards. Bad, you're good. You're bad, you're good, because I say so. And because I'm good, I dropped 2 atomic bombs because I had to, in the name of the good. And shut up, because I'm going to change your regime immediately, okay? You're going to have some problems. So, right? And I'm going to act in self-defense doing that, because you attacked me, verbally attacked me. And by verbally, I mean physically. Right, my friends, this is so low. So low. That's why you look at this country that is great, and these guys are dragging it down and lower and lower and lower. And then the world sees it. It's not like they're idiots. They sees it. And then these guys give us warnings. Don't travel in those countries because Americans might be targeted. Not Americans. We're not targeted because we did something. They did. They did. So they screw our lives. They keep us safe in our countries, in our country, and whenever we go abroad, don't go over there. We fucked up there. Don't go. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.